instead. So that was a little bit of a mistake, I think, by Stork to chase them so far out. I mean, he was trying. Oh, nice! Stork setting up cannons behind Free's lines, and he's gonna pick off the pylon, supporting one cannon with another cannon. That's just hilarious. And so Free's not gonna be able to mine from that base pretty soon. Although he's got his whole army moving over there to take out that one cannon. So Stork, in the meantime, as you can see, has expanded to the bottom left. And you know what? That top left position is Free's newest expansion, so he needs to keep that expansion if he's going to keep up. Otherwise, Stork will take an economic lead. And Stork has somehow managed to mass up his army once again. I didn't catch if his little army got away or not. It looked like it did, actually. Now I remember seeing it kind of skirting around. Not the whole thing got out, but part of it did. Stork, man, managing to even things up. And this is Protoss versus Protoss. This is the Protoss versus Protoss that we come to expect from Stork. He is playing really well this game, and I'm excited to see him playing well. He's not playing perfectly. He's not playing his top game, but he's playing well enough to go toe-to-toe against Free in a crazy game. I completely expected the last couple battles to be turning points, but both players have just ended up coming back from their defeats extremely well. Stork spots Free's army heading over there. He's moving his whole army to head it off, and he's coming in there. It looks like Free might be coming in for a trap. Oh no, Stork didn't see his whole army. Storm's going off on a lot of Free's army. Free doesn't get his storms off quite quickly enough, and I think that's going to be Free's undoing. He needs to do a lot better storms this game if he's going to get away with this. Free looks like going in. Oh, there's the storms. Free doing some nice storms on a lot of Stork zealots. Battle going on everywhere. Both players' armies just completely separated apart. I'm not sure. It looked like Free has probably taken the advantage in that battle there. Free was trying to go in for a storm drop, by the way, and he's going in for again. He sends in the zealot first. The zealot takes the hit from the cannon. Storm going off on a lot of probes. He kills probably looked like 8-10 probes there, and that was not irrecoverable, but that was a pretty big deal because right now they're basically matched in economy, and the fact that Free was able to take out some Stork's economy, and Free has expanded to the top left corner base again. So Free, with those two things, taking a pretty decent advantage in this game here. Stork has gotten a random Dark Templar out that's just mucking around, and for some reason Free didn't have observers with his army there. So, man, this game is turning out to be way intense. I did not expect it to be this crazy, but just each battle just coming out so close that neither player has a decisive advantage after the end of the battle. So absolutely amazing there. And alright, the Dark Templar sneaks through. He's going to be able to do some damage. He's probably going to pick off that cannon. Free's going to have to bring his army up there just to take care of this one Dark Templar. And that is something that I bagged on Free for before, as taking his whole army and moving it across the map and, you know, losing map control by chasing his observer back into his own base. I think it was against Jangbi, even though he actually won that game, so I can't fault him too much. But, okay, he's gonna, there he goes. So while Free is out in the field, though, Stork is going to do a bit of an attack. It looks like Free's army is larger right now. Stork has not been able to macro up quite as large of an army. He's got a little bit less economy. You know, it's hard to tell. I do think Free has a bigger army here. But, I mean, we can't tell completely. And for some reason, Free decided to let that Dark Templar live, and finally it gets taken out by probes. It looks like Free thought it was dead and pulled his troops away from that Dark Templar before the last killing blow hit, but it was weak enough that the probes were able to kill it with the observer there. But yeah, another battle coming up here, it looks like. Now, if Free is going to take this game, this next battle, he's going to have to get his storms off a lot earlier, because Stork has been getting his storms off a lot quicker. He's even killed some of Free's High Templar before they were able to cast their storms. And that is absolutely critical. They both have an even amount of Templar. Actually, Stork has a couple more Templar. And I think that might... I mean, Stork's storm placement is definitely one of the best. Even when he's not playing well, he has incredibly good storm placement. And so I think that unless Free is able to get off some good storms as well in this next battle, Stork is going to take the next battle. Okay, I guess they are actually even in Templar. Here's the battle. Free wastes 2-3 3 or 4 storms there. Free wasting a lot of storms, only catching a couple zealots in that storm, and that was huge. I'm not sure why Stork isn't going on. Oh, one of Stork's... Oh, more storm going off, though, and those were good storms. A couple of Stork's Templar getting taken out, and that was huge, but Stork now has more Templar, storming a bunch of Free's army. Free countering with storms of his own. Both players had a lot more storms than I expected. A lot of it going off on Stork Zealots, though. Stork Zealots getting defeated a lot more, and now his Dragoons as well, and Free coming out with a bunch of Archons that he had before as well. Stork does not have those Archons in front. Stork having to fall back with just 5 Dragoons, 4 Dragoons now, falling back into his own base. I don't think he has anything to defend this. It looks like Free is going to take this game. He has 2 Templar there, but I think Stork just lost too many of his Templar. It looked like he lost 2 of his Templar to Free's storms in that last battle, and that was just, you know, he didn't have enough output to do anything with it, and it looks like Free did in fact have the superior army as well. So Free, it looks like, is going to take this game. He is all inside of Stork's base, and there's nothing Stork can do about it, and Stork GG's. Wow. Stork, the supposed leader of Protoss versus Protoss, has now lost to like his 7th Protoss in a row, except for like 1 game against Wemchi or something like that. Free takes the game, and that's got to be a huge confidence builder for Hanbit and for Free. Free going in, by the way, he's already played it at the time of this recording, but I haven't seen it yet. Free playing against Much in a best of 5, so Free, that's got to be absolutely huge for Free to get a win off, a large win against an epic Protoss versus Protoss matchup. That's got to be really good for him going into a best of 5 Protoss versus Protoss. On the other hand, Khan has got to be feeling really bad right now. Their ace going in, and by the way, oh, of course, I can't say that Stork had lost several Protoss in a row because he was actually 4-set and he beat a Yunjun or something like that. I don't remember who it was. No, he beat the fantastic Namu, who was an easy win, honestly, but so Stork actually beat a Protoss right before this game. But Stork going in as the ace and not able to pull it out there. And man, that was just an absolutely epic game. I'm so glad I commentated that game. That was really fun to watch. I hope you guys enjoyed that game as well. And yeah, best of luck to Free. Although honestly, I am rooting for Much in the MSL game coming up. And Samsung, a big loss for Samsung. They're gonna drop back to contending for 2nd place, I believe, with this loss. Although, of course, they're not out of it yet. They're still in, you know, the top 5 or 6 teams in Pro League are separated by 1 or 2 losses, so it's very close. It's anyone's matchup. In any case, hope you guys enjoyed that, and I'm going to be, I'm pretty much done with school, so I'm going to be putting out a lot more commentaries these days, probably. Although now I have to look for jobs, so who knows if we'll have a ton of time or not. Man, and it looks like Jangbi there trying to console Stork, who's got to feel pretty bad about letting his team down there. And Jangbi's probably telling him what he missed in the game that he didn't know about or something like that. Jangbi, an upcoming Protoss star as well, so a couple of huge Protoss players right there associating and talking about that last game. Alright, I'm done rambling. Bye.